Hello and welcome back to Cookie and the Haydens, and I'm Car Boot Chris.
And I'm Bargain Bell.
I really don't know. I really don't know what that was about.
Just because there's connotations where I'm involved.
Connotations in the name Bargain Bell.
Something like that.
Welcome to Reseller World. This is our new show, or we hopefully it will be our new show going into the future if today works well. Sorry we're a little bit late. It's Annabelle managed to walk into the door and she's clobbered her head.
Look at my head.
Not good at all, really, is it? Not good. Let's just ping that on there.
I was seeing stars.
And let's put our names down there. So we're all set and ready to go.
Oh.
And it's bloody freezing. Who else is freezing? We've been out all day. The eating's been off. It is freezing.
In the words of Game of the Throne, winter is coming.
Oh, got hat hair now. That's better.
I'm not taking mine off now. I've got a massive.
Thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll do some shout outs in a minute. Oh God, look at the state. What's happened here? Loads of people in. Thanks very much. That's brilliant. I'll just give a quick few hellos to the first few people in. So, whoa.
See, it's going wrong already.
Bloody amateurs.
I know.
Alan Starbuck, Buckle Y, Peter Ray, Adrian's in, KLC, and of course Andrew and Vintage Vandal. There's loads more people. We will get to say hello to everyone hopefully at some point. Annabelle's job is going to be, as usual, to keep hold of the chat as we go along.
On my head. It really is.
You all right? Oh, don't flinch, you wuss. Yeah, you got a little bit of a lump there. She went smack straight into the bloody door because she was pissing about. Oh, she was messing about, you know, getting a leg out and all this stuff. Yeah, so this is Reseller World. We've got some little segments to go through.
It's as much of a surprise to me as it is to you guys, so I'm just going to go with the flow here.
She ain't got a clue what's going on.
As per usual.
I've had about half an hour to prep because we've just been so busy lately.
It's my mummy's birthday today, so we've been having birthday tea, haven't we, and cake.
Yeah, it's been really, really busy. So we've got lots to talk about. We'll encourage as much chat as we can. So it's going to be similar to our normal reseller ramblings, but with a little bit of a twist. Eve, I can't even get to the bottom of the chat.
Well, you just carry on doing whatever you're doing.
I'll scroll right down. You give me a shout if there's anything worth saying. Why have I got Vintage Vandal on here now? Hang on. This is... How do I get it off?
He called me an amateur. You've gone past it.
Where?
No, you haven't. I don't know.
How do I get it off here? Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Can't even find it. Let's put someone else on and then take them off. Yes. Okay. So first up, I'm going to... You're going to have to bear with us because I've got lots of flashy new toys to play with. So our first segment.
Shoutouts.
So, of course, we've got loads of shout-outs to do other than our normal hellos. So, firstly, Zahir Malik, unbeknownst to us, was doing a Cookie and the Haydens fluffer.
I know, amazing.
Fluffer pre-show.
Does that mean we're famous?
I don't know, but I'm
if we've got somebody fluffing us up.
I'm certainly honoured by it. Thank you very much, Zahir. So make sure that if you're not subbed to Zahir, then make sure you get over there.
But I will tell you, Zahir, it was your fault with me wanting to do my leg thing for you that I walked into the door.
That's it.
So
your
it's your
fault.
fault.
So, you know. I also want to do a shout out to the Hitman UK. Is he in? Have you seen him?
I've not seen him yet.
He's come up with a really good idea for doing a charity auction every week on this show. So basically, his plan for us, thanks very much, we've now got to auction something off every week, is to start an auction on eBay live on the show, finish it on the week after, and try and encourage everyone to bid on it, and all the money goes to a charity. So I think that's a really good idea, which we're going to look at over the next couple of weeks. Maybe if we can get the numbers over 100, I might do it. Obviously, that's at a cost to us, but it's for charity, and it'll be a fun thing to do as well. So shout out to Hitman UK. Also,
does charity not begin at home these days with you being only one day off? Being, what was the word you used?
Self-unemployed.
Self-unemployed.
There's quite a few people self-unemployed, aren't there? Stu Mandry. You seen Stu? He also came up with an idea for the name Tats Entertainment. That's Entertainment. Tats Entertainment, which we might use on a future show. So stay tuned on that, but it's a great idea. Also, go on.
Sorry, Andrew just said, Christ, when you said she'd walked into the door, I thought you meant she'd just got home. No, I literally walked into the door.
She was flashing her legs about, and she turned to walk and make a brew and went bang straight into the door. It's so funny.
And it was the edge of the door as well.
Also, we had a new subscriber this week called the Italian Flipper. Is anyone else following this guy? Because I've had a look at his videos, and he obviously likes our content. He said he wouldn't mind connecting with us at some point in the future, so that's interesting. But yeah, he seems to be fairly new on YouTube. I'm starting to check out what he's got in his content wise. But yeah, shout out to a new sub there.
We've got a lot of people commenting on how cold it is. It is. I mean, I'm a wimp when it comes to cold weather anyway, but I was like, there's no way I'm taking my coat off, my hat off, or my scarf off to do this show. But yeah, it's cold in our house, especially when you've not been in all day. I said we need to start putting the heating on a timer, don't we, again? Don't we do?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Don't we do?
Yeah.
God forbid the heating comes on when we're not in the house.
God, it is so cold. I'm freezing.
We'll put your hat back on then.
I know, I might have to in a minute.
Andrew's asked, what's that clear space behind you? Why is it not full of tat?
This here, that used to have all my movie figures in. I've shipped them out, and I'm about to move those cabinets to make room for some more stock.
What's that? Oh,
what is it?
Zahir sent us a £5 for the leg in the beginning. Really, it's an apology for the head, isn't it, Zahir?
Oh, thanks, Zahir. Thank you very much.
Buy a bandage.
So double shout out for Zahir. He's given us a super chat. Thank you very much. That's so kind. Appreciate it.
Andrew said it was well worth the £5.
Yeah, let's just go back.
Don't be thinking that's happening all the time. That was
Thank
just
you so much.
Zahir.
Very kind. I was watching your show, Zahir, but I was so far behind getting ready for this one. I was just making some notes and stuff. We've gone all semi-professional. The last shout out I want to do for this week is to a guy called Jamie. Now, you might have seen some of Jamie's content. He's on YouTube, Trotters into eBay Traders 2019. I think you should check him out because he's got some really new sort of content for resellers. He does his own little animations, his own voices and sound effects. and he just brings a different angle to the whole reselling on YouTube stuff. So I've actually got a screen share ready just to show you one of his first videos so that you know what I'm talking about. And I want to give a shout out because if you are watching, Jamie, then give us a shout and send us a message on Instagram or YouTube. It'd be good to maybe get you on the show at some point. I really, really like his videos. Let me do a screen share. So if I go up here, and here we go.
Hello, welcome. My name is Jimmy, also known by a few other names. I'm a bit of a hoarder, and over the years I've collected that much stuff and stored it in the garage, loft and shed. I started watching videos on YouTube, people selling and making good money on eBay. I thought I'd give this wheeling and dealing a go.
You're right there, custy. He who dares wins. All right, Jimmy, hey, custy.
Yes, thank you very much, Derek Trotter, thank you.
I just think it's brilliant. I really do. Sorry, I did say Jamie, it's Jimmy in it, and that's just an absolute fail on my part.
Oh no, you didn't.
But I just think it's so funny, and I really actually look forward to his next video. So if you're watching on repeat or live, you know, give us a shout. It'd be good to hear from you.
James Collect has said for the auction you could use this raffleall.com.
All right. What's that then?
HTTP raffleall.com.
Oh, he's watching. Yeah, okay. That's cool. We'll have a look at that then. Let me just pop this up.
Apparently Andrew's got my legs on repeat now.
Nice. I'll let you have that one.
Paradox Picker said, are you going to show some leg next week?
What, me?
You'd have to stand in the back of the room with the length of your legs.
You can have a bit now if you want.
Look at this with the grumpy on the end. Woo!
Wow. Bloody hell, I nearly pulled a muscle then. Jesus, careful. Sorry, right, hang on. Oh.
We've now got people sending us money for the heating. Wolfcat sent us £2.
Thanks, Wolfcat. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
That's very kind.
You might turn the heating on earlier tomorrow.
She's actually just mentioned here as well what you have to get a couple of cashmere jumpers. And I see. Yeah, will do. Thank you so much. That's very kind. But Trotters into Bay Traders is watching. So I am so sorry I got your name wrong. I am the worst person for remembering names. And I must have got Andrew's name wrong about 30 times on lives over the past few weeks. So I really am sorry. But give me a shout because we'd love to get you on one of our live shows.
He's watching.
I've just put him on the screen. You're not watching.
No, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat.
We're a professional show.
My head's not working properly. I've lost a bit of brain.
We will get round to doing some reseller chat as well at some point.
Stephen Jackson has asked what's on your mug.
On mine?
Mm-hmm.
That is...
it was a Father's Day present.
A mug from my little cookie.
Oh, we've got a few people subbing Trotters into eBay.
Trotters into eBay.
Yeah.
Traders 2019.
Yeah.
This tastes like coffee, babe.
Probably because
you put the bloody spoon
in.
Oh, you dirty bastard.
You were rushing me.
You dirty bastard. I can't believe you did that. Oh, tea with a hint of coffee. That's lovely, that. Yeah, Andrew said he knew it was Jimmy. I'm really terrible. You're not the only one, Andrew, that I get names wrong. I'm an absolute gimp when it comes to that stuff.
He said, worth looking into after the stream. Still raise money for charity, but the items won't always go to those with the deepest pockets.
Oh, I will have a look at that. Can we save it somewhere? or do we have to look back through the chat?
We'll go back to it.
I'm just having a look. It looks like some people are subbing, which is good. I'm just going to have to scroll to the bottom.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much got through now anyway, so crack on.
Right, so I need to get a bit prepared because next up is and look at this, I'm like a pro. I've got like Sky Sports News when they've got their iPads with all the little bits of script that they've got going on. So this segment's all more about a bit of a reseller roundup, as somebody said to me. A bit of news, a bit of chatter on social media, Facebook pages, groups, Instagram. And it's stuff that I've picked up over the last week that is worthy of talking about, or I think it is anyway. So feel free to get involved in the chat on any of this stuff. The first thing that I wanted to have a look at was somebody asked a question in what group was it? The thrifting board. And I thought this was really useful to know and to tell people about, because not everyone knows. You know, like in the descriptions where when you're listing stuff, it's asking you for various numbers and things. And somebody's put, could somebody please tell me the difference between the UPC number and the MPN number?
Are you going to be that person?
I'm going to. Most of you will know already. Most of you will definitely know already. But just in case you don't, I think it's worthy of telling you. So the UPC is the barcode number. Simple as that. It's the unique product code. I'm having to read this. The universal product code, and that is the barcode.
So you're reading it and you still get it wrong.
Yeah, but it's complicated words, isn't it? So on this figure, you'll see the barcode. So the main barcode at the bottom, that is the UPC. So when it asks for the UPC, that is what you're putting in. Now, the MPN is the manufacturer part number. And normally that number is found near to the UPC, but it can be anywhere around it. But on this particular box, the manufacturer part number is just above. It's the number just above the barcode. So that's the difference between the two numbers. So it's always worth putting those numbers in when requested, because that will help buyers find your item. What are you laughing at? You've been standing there laughing for about half an hour.
Catan's put at Zahir, I think he might come up with his version of Knowledge Bomb. And Andrew said, oh God, he's geeking out.
Who is?
Me.
I don't understand what they're talking about.
With your knowledge that you've now come up with.
My knowledge?
Yeah.
What? I've just come up with it out of nowhere.
Yeah. You've just plucked it out of thin air because you're so good. So Andrew has said, or is EAN
don't
the same
even
as
put
UPC?
That, no. Put it away.
Put what away? What's Andrew got out for putting away?
You're being annoying.
Wolfcat said, isn't the EAN something European?
Yes, it's the European article number. There's a barcode standard 12 or 13. I think it is the same as the UPC, Andrew, if you're trying to trip me up here. I think it's the same thing. All right.
Just Google like he's doing.
Yeah. He knew the answer. He's just testing me. Now stop it. Yeah, Wolfcat, you're right. It is European. Well done. But she does have a German background, so she should know that anyway. Ashley says she never fills them in. No wonder she doesn't get any sales. Well, I'm sure it's probably not down to that. But
I never fill them in.
if you've got an option to fill it in and you know the number, fill it in. You're going to be, eBay are going to be asking you to fill all these numbers in all the time. So yes, Andrew, where is he? It is the same thing. Yes, it is.
I know he's already said that. It is indeed.
Yeah, it'd be 88 watching. Isn't that
89 we've just gone up to.
Brilliant.
Whoop. People are expecting. No, we can't take all the glory for this. This was obviously Zahir's fluffing.
I was just going to say there was a lot of fluffing going on.
I think he can be our chief fluffer.
Yeah, you can. You can. Do you want to go first every week?
You can fluff us anytime.
We'll go second, but I can't. You can't believe how much I appreciate that. It's very kind to do that. I'm just looking at Wolfcat's comment there. Oh, hang on a second. KLC says BCP and KLC to get a spanner. Have you not got spanners? Have you not got spanners? If you haven't, let me have a little look. KLC. Add. Where's Bumcrack? Oh, how come he's not? How come they've not got one?
Wolfcat said, well, I don't quite understand what being...
Right.
What
are you
has
happy
to
now?
do knowing about anything European? The last time I looked at the map, the UK was still in Europe.
Yes, it is now until next year, isn't it? Until next year now, because it's been delayed again. But let's not even go into that. Hang on, we're missing more news. And when I say news, it's in the very loosest term. You know, I saw this and I'm interested. I mean, we're going to get a biased opinion on this because you're all sat in here watching us on YouTube and you all watch all the other YouTubers. But I saw in the UK eBay Business Sellers Group, there was this message put in and it said, hi guys, random question, but would any of you watch a YouTube channel about selling on eBay? So firstly, they've obviously not looked that there are actually quite a few of us doing it already. That's not a problem. And then they said, obviously, I realize some sellers are more experienced than me and have more knowledge, but I'm curious as to whether people would want to watch a seller in action, talking about how they buy and sell the various aspects that come with it. So this provoked a load of chat and 99% of it was negative towards us YouTube resellers. A lot of people saying that we ruin it for everybody by telling it all the secrets. Some people just say that we don't know what we're talking about, which
we never claim to know everything.
I ain't never claimed to be any good at anything, but we
just share our experiences, don't we?
We're just sharing our experiences.
Share the love.
And there was comment after comment after comment. And after I finished reading it, I actually thought, should I even bother carrying on with this? Because it was so negative. People just jumped on it. I don't remember there being anyone saying, oh, I actually quite like watching these people. I mean, obviously, we've got 94 people watching now, which is great. And there's lots of resellers doing this that are doing really well. I just wanted to know. We're going to get a biased opinion. I appreciate that.
Buckle, I said he saw it. Andrew said he ignored the post. Those kind of things kick off.
Yeah.
Peter's just agreed with him.
It made me feel a bit like, are we? I know I keep saying that we're going to get a biased opinion, but is that the opinion of most people out there? Because it does make you sit back and think, you know, are we doing the right thing? Are we? But we are only sharing our experiences, aren't we?
Yeah, we're not sitting here saying this is how you should do it. We're saying this is how we do it. This is what works for us. And we're sharing experiences because we take from other people who converse with us what they do as well.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
that's all it is.
we've learned so much from the people on YouTube, your usual people that we all know about. And so we started it to share our own experiences back. So personally, I don't see the issue with it, but there's a lot of sellers who don't share their experiences and don't connect like we do, that obviously have a big issue with what we do.
Yeah. Peter said he just shares what he knows, and if people gain some knowledge, then that's brilliant. Great reselling community, and I think that's how we feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unique me said, why would people think everyone is here to teach? We're not here to teach. It's not about teaching, is it? It's sharing.
Yeah, no, I mean, even, you know, like even when I do the 60-second tips video, I only make them to share something that works for me. And you know what? You wouldn't believe how many people disagree with those videos. They send me messages saying, you don't do it like that, you don't do it like that, you do it like this, and that's wrong. Why are you telling everyone that? Every single 60-second tips video that I've done, I've had people messaging me telling me I'm doing it wrong. Well, I'm sorry, but it's worked for me for over 5 years. In fact, I've been selling on eBay since the year 2000. So it's worked for me for a long time. So that's why I'm sharing it. If you don't want to do it, it's absolutely fine. Don't carry on. I'm not telling you your way's wrong. I'm just telling you how I do it.
Like you said, even if it helps 1 or 2 people, it's done something good, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Tommy says, secrets, there's only one secret. Zahir, tell them the one and only secret.
Oliver Ian said, probably just looking to provoke a reaction. And it is. You always get that one person that just throws something out there, hoping somebody like you will pick up on it and share it on their channel.
Yeah, probably. But there was a lot of reaction to it. There was a lot.
And that is what this news section is about, isn't it?
Exactly.
What's hot or not in the press.
Exactly.
And
you know what? I've just realised I've not even turned the light on. Are we okay, bright, lighting-wise? I've not even turned it on.
Probably what I can see today.
Piss poor preparation, that's what I'm saying. Oh, there we go. That's a bit bright. Let's go to that.
Helen Higgs says, what post was this?
It was in the UK eBay business sellers group. Have a search for it. It was in the last few days.
Back from Burnout says, I bet those negative people are still watching though. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, bump it and let's see. I was so tempted to comment on it, like, oh yeah, don't listen to all those, are all rubbish, because I'm sure there was a couple of people on there that I recognised. But
Katan said, knowledge is power with fun along the way. I like that. That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good wording. I like it.
Yeah.
The secret to reselling.
Adrian said, people have a choice. They can watch or just jog on. Nobody's forcing anyone to watch. And it's true. You don't want to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fine and dandy.
Yeah, I agree.
Why? Yes, vids do make things more difficult and competitive, but this day and age, the info for everything is out there anyway. So why fight it? I love videos and may do my own one day.
Oh, good. I always encourage anyone. I really enjoy seeing new. This is why I gave Trotters Jimmy a shout out, because I like to see new content because it brings something new to the table. And why not? We all started somewhere, and we've grown a little bit, and hopefully some others will grow too.
Nutty Pro Seller said, and we don't give away all secrets. I have a few replenishable items I do well on, and I ain't telling no one what they are.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with that. There are some things that we don't always share. I don't, and Andrew will 100%, and most of you will agree, I don't always share online arbitrage or retail arbitrage, because if you share that immediately after buying it, obviously lots of people will go out and buy it and before you know it, eBay and Amazon is flooded with the items that you thought were going to be good. So I understand 100% certain things you don't share. You don't share your suppliers unless you've got a really, you've got somebody there who, you trust to use the information right.
Things like that you work hard to gain, don't you?
Yeah.
Reselling Polly said, you're always going to get people that don't agree. I have friends that don't agree with me doing haul videos, but I've made so many good friends through YouTube. You too?
Yeah. Definitely.
Lindy and Gav says, we started off with watching guys like you, but eventually branched off into picking up our own things and found our own path. I found the videos fun and informational.
Was that what it was? Informational, yeah.
Informational, yeah. Thought it was me reading it wrong. Andrew said we were one of the first reselling YouTubes he subbed to.
Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Were we one of the first that you decided to sort of drop around, around their house?
Loiter with.
Yeah, Keyboard
Mr.
Warriors.
Mr. Tea Cakes.
Oh, you've remembered. Well done.
Keyboard Warriors. Gonna get them all the time. Haters will hate.
60-second videos longer than... Yes. I'm not justifying it anymore. He's a bugger, isn't he? Oh, there's a lot of chat. I'm going to just scroll right down. So, yeah, it just got me thinking, because I'm quite self-conscious about everything that I do and say, and I'm always examining whether I'm doing the right thing. So when I saw that, it gets a bit disheartening. You don't expect to get positives all the time, and it wasn't personally directed at us, but as we are YouTube resellers, then yeah, it felt a bit like, oh, there's no one even. But then you look at the chat and there's 96 people watching, which is great, and we're obviously helping somebody.
One of them will put a thumbs down on the video. They always do.
Absolutely, yeah. Fair enough. Whatever. Okay, next bit of social media chatter / news. This is news to me when I read this. Has anyone heard of this? It was in the same group, UK eBay Business Sellers Group. Does anyone sell on Facebook Marketplace? That's not the question, because I'm wondering how you become a super seller. Some people have this beside their name on the selling groups, and I can't find any info about it or how you can get it, and wondered if anyone knows. Has anyone heard of that before? Super seller on Facebook. And what is it? I've never heard of that.
Just going back here, Mark for Book says, I love watching the YouTube community, always interesting and supportive. I've been reselling part-time on and off since 1971, always learning even at my age.
That's great. So has anyone heard of that? Super seller on Facebook Marketplace.
Oliver Ian says, come on, Chris, we know you've cornered the market with caps and Build-A-Bears.
Yeah, we'll talk about caps in a bit. We'll see how much of a cornered marketplace we have.
Yeah.
But have you heard of that? Super sellers on Facebook?
Nope.
I wish there'd be some super buyers on Facebook, because half of them are bloody useless. Tea Cakes doesn't do faceplant. David's reselling. No, mate, not heard of that. Oh, Wolfcat. Yes, I did see a few things on Facebook. Seems they're building it up. I had mixed results. People agree a price, and when to collect, they start to haggle. Really, yeah, that's Facebook for you. But super sellers, not heard of super sellers. Nobody's really heard of anything. Catan thinks that they need a feedback system for Facebook. You kind of do feedback after a transaction, don't you? Because you can put how good the person was. No one's come across it. I wonder if it's even a thing, or whether it's like they're piloting something.
Oh yeah, could be something that's coming in.
Are you sure they didn't mean top rated? No, super sellers on Facebook, apparently.
I don't know how you pronounce that name there. Abby, is it Abby Toria 33?
Yeah.
Abby Toria says, don't take any notice. I think a lot of us live vicariously through you. We would love to do what you do, but realise it involves a lot of time and hard work.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And Joan says, you're always so kind and positive, and you help me. I love your videos.
Oh, Joan does watch a lot. I know that much. So thank you. No one knows nothing about. I'm going to Google that later. I didn't bother because I assumed that you guys, being the people that you were, would know about it, but obviously not. See what else we've got. Right, now I know we're going to have some people with this now. Is it Daniel from the Boot? Is where my names go haywire again. From the Boot, YouTube and Instagram. He messaged me to say that he'd received a email or a message, and it went something like this. I hope you are well. My name is Joe Oliver. I'm a television casting producer. I know you're going to know something about this now. I'm on a research mission on behalf of Phoenix Television and a UK broadcaster to find knowledgeable, passionate and experienced boot sale professionals. And basically he's looking to get in touch and potentially a TV show. Now, how many of you have had that message, and have any of you made contact or found any other information about it? Now, bearing in mind that I've got the word car boot in my name, they've not contacted me. And I'm not being conceited in any way. It's more of a joke, really. But I've not had that message. And I've got the word car boot, Chris, in all my social media stuff. But have any of you...
His exact words before were, I don't think this is legitimate because they've not contacted me. Like a proper diva.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
I wrote that in the thrifting board.
Right, whatever.
It was.
Whatever.
But is this genuine? Come on, is this genuine?
Uniquely Me, going back to the last one, says we have power sellers in the US. It's based on how much you have sold. It's not a big deal as I've had that status 2 months into selling.
Ah, interesting.
But then Linda and Gaz are trying to give us a link. They said that might help, but it wasn't letting them put the link in here, so they said they were going to post it on Facebook.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've just seen that.
Andrew said to ads, this is the one who messaged you, isn't it? They've still not messaged me.
Now, if they're not messaged Andrew, who is like the world's best clothing seller, then, you know, what kind of research are these people doing? I mean, come on.
Buckle Y said, I've seen posts about that, worried the general public will watch the telly show and realise they're underpricing their stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good point, isn't it? I mean, to be honest with you, though, more people watch YouTube these days than they do TV programs.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at certainly the younger generation, they don't watch TV anymore. They have all their subscriptions and they just watch YouTube. What was the name of the TV company? It is
not Phoenix Nights, as
Phoenix Television. Phoenix Television.
Adrian said IV Berry is on in my name, but not had any such message.
I'm sure. Was it Peter? Did Peter get this message? Peter's in the chat. Did you get it? And did you make contact with them?
Andrew said Ads has had it.
Ah, Ads. Maybe it was Ads, not Peter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he said Ads has had the message. He showed it him a few weeks ago.
Did he do anything with it, I wonder? Anyway, I was just wondering because it seemed like there were numerous sellers getting this message, and I was just wondering if it was legit or not, basically.
Tommy said, I mean, come on, to be honest, once they found Ads, the lock is over.
Oh, you've got to love Ads, though, haven't you?
TK's not watched TV for several years now. What do you do? Because you're not on Facebook. You don't watch TV. Should we be honoured that you come and watch us?
Just watches YouTube.
Just watches us. Yeah.
But, the Nutty Pro Seller. Yeah, we already have the charity shops hiking up prices. We don't want the booters doing it too. I know. Yeah, we don't want that. You already do get a lot that say, oh, on eBay, this is what, X amount. What's this breaking news? Just had this message on my seller hub. We're experiencing a technical issue. Your sales data below may be delayed. Oh, not another issue.
Or incomplete. We're working.
Bloody hell. I'd like to welcome. There's a lot of new faces. I say new faces. I can't see any of you, but there's a lot of new icons that we're not normally seeing. So thanks for joining us. This is Reseller World, a whole new show for a Monday night. Allegedly, it's the best Monday night show out there at 8 p.m. on YouTube. It don't get any better than this. So make sure you tune in every week. More bloody technical issues.
Wolfcat said she threw her TV out years ago, YouTube and Netflix, and that's it. To be fair, we have the full Sky package, and we literally just flick through, going nothing on, nothing on, nothing on, nothing on, and we've
300 channels.
Yeah, we've got like hundreds of channels, haven't we?
You know, with all these issues recently on eBay, do you think that's why is it the CEO or one of the big wigs at eBay resigned recently? Is because something weren't right, things were going wrong? I'm just wondering, because there was a lot of chat about that recently. eBay going in a different direction, maybe, which is why the guy left. I can't remember his name now.
Is LGG new?
Yes.
A fun world.
LGG. Welcome to the chat, LGG. You want to introduce yourself, because I've not seen you before. Apologies if you've been in there.
TK says, I list stuff, and with 3 children, you need to get a TV. I'll list more stuff.
Yeah, Wolfcat's in the same. Wolfcat's in the same boat with Sky. Didn't use it enough. I mean, to be fair, I do like Sky. We've got this new Sky Q thing as well, which is really good. I mean, like the Ultra HD stuff, and it's the menu layout and everything's fantastic.
David Reselling Journey says, that has happened to me over here, Chris. All the car boot sellers know eBay prices, so I had to broaden my options. I'm now dealing with wholesale liquidation companies, as I only do this part-time. Cancer breaking news, just saw a Google News card stating a man jailed for washing stamps and selling them on eBay, estimated value of 100k. Washing stamps.
Washing stamps, huh?
Is he taking the mickey out of something? Has that gone over my head? Sometimes when I'm reading through the chat and I miss things that have been said before, and then I read something, I just think, makes no sense.
Yeah, but a lot of the time they're responding to other people, aren't they? Tommy says maybe they thought you were still part-time. Maybe they wanted a full-timer for ease of schedule. Probably. Probably, yeah. I'll take it as that.
Joan said she just bid on something just now and the bid didn't go through, came up as bidding error. I missed out and the seller got screwed.
Annoying.
So there's something majorly going on with it at the minute, isn't there?
Right, Nutty Pro Seller, you must be absolutely nutty if you think that Andrew should be the new CEO for eBay.
I don't think you could do any worse.
You're probably right. Washing stamps and selling them as new. Wow. Okay. Now I'm really scraping the barrel for news here. Next week I'll be better because
he's hoping to have more.
I might actually find some. I might actually find some news. But in the US,
to be fair, dear, I nearly did take a picture and post it of what have you done all weekend. You've scraped the wallpaper off the living room ceiling in preparation of finally getting the hole fixed that has been there for about a month.
Nightmare.
So bless him. He has been a busy bee.
Been working on. Now in the US, the eBay packaging supplies, they're getting some new ones, because I saw this in one of the groups. So they're getting some flashy new eBay packaging supplies. So it'd be interesting to see if this comes to us, because those of you who have a featured shop or above, you get a £10 voucher. Wow, £10. Actually, it does buy quite a lot. You get £10 to spend in the eBay packaging store. I normally end up spending about 15 and putting 5 towards it, because nothing really adds up to £10. They're a bit sneaky like that. So yeah, maybe we'll be getting some new packaging coming to that store soon.
Life is exciting.
Big news. Welcome to Reseller World. We're talking about free eBay packaging.
I know, this is...
It doesn't get much better than this.
Well, I don't know, actually. I'm quite impressed that this story's true, that apparently someone's looking at getting 27 months for washing stamps.
Wow.
Taking off the marks from the post office and then reselling them on.
Wow.
Is there nothing that people will not try to sell on eBay?
It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, what is more unbelievable than that is that we've just breached the 102. We're on 102 viewers. Thank you all so much for joining us. It was
the leg, wasn't it? It was the leg at the beginning.
If anyone wasn't here at the start, you missed Annabelle getting a bit of leg out.
And if it gets us to 100 viewers and more again,
do it.
I'll get leg out.
I'm quite happy
week.
to prostitute her out for viewers.
Like I said, is there nothing people will not sell?
Oh, you know what? 2 Aussie thrifters, they don't get free supplies in Australia.
You nearly said America then, didn't you, when they called Aussie thrifters?
I nearly said Austria, to be fair. No free supplies. That's wrong, isn't it? That is naughty. I'm not happy with that. Yes, Wolfcat. Everyone get your thumbs up on the video. Come on. We've just reminded Richard he needs to order his packaging. Oh, you're a bit... Actually, you're 28 days late. Come on. You'll be ordering 2 lots.
Andrew said they're not really free anyway.
Well, yeah, we know that, but I like to think they're free. But Richard, if you don't get that order in, you're going to miss out on your packaging, because the next one will be out in a few days.
Katan's asked, where's Cookie? It's that bloody cold in here. The dog is curled up in the living room wrapped in a blanket.
She's freezing.
Even the dog's cold.
She's proper cold. The heating just is not kicking in here. It's bloody freezing. Austria. And I very nearly said Austria. I'm terrible with stuff like that. Okay, right. I think that wraps up our news for this week. And yes, it wasn't very exciting, but hopefully we'll have some more interesting stuff next week in our news section. If you missed the leg stew,
I just flashed then as I was like folding my leg, crossing my legs over. A bit of a basic instinct moment there.
If anyone wants to send a super chat for Annabelle's leg, right, £10 a go. And
trust me, it's not a very long leg.
For £10, you get above the knee.
Above the knee is not very far from my ankle, to be fair. I'm like a little stump.
So anyway, we've finished with our news and we're going to move on. So stay tuned, because this is next.
You may challenge me to a contest. No one has ever won.
Okay, so this is called the Death Pile Puzzle. And it's a truly original game that we can all play. And basically, I'm going to, I already have, I've prepared 4 items straight from the death pile, resurrected, and I've blurred out, pixelated the image, and you guys have got to guess what it is. Annabelle is going to keep note of who is guessing every week, and then we're going to keep a running total. And we'll give it, I don't know, but we'll do something with it at some point. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Oh my
So here.
God, that's bad.
So,
Oh, we've had a
what?
David reselling journey.
Oh, that is amazing. Thank you so much, David's
What is
reselling
that
journey.
for?
20 quid. That is brilliant. Thank you so much. Let me just go back to the comments.
Is that because have you just sold my leg to him for 20 quid? What does he get for 20 quid?
Both legs. £10 each. Here, come in. Come on. There you go.
My legs don't bend that far.
I'm
not very flexible.
David, that is so kind. Thank you very much. Really,
I feel quite.
I'm blown away by that. Thank you. I'm just trying to find you on the chat here. Drop a chat in. Can't find it. But it's very kind indeed. She'll get her legs out for me later. How about that? Is that a deal?
Trust me, he needs to pay way more than £20 for me to get my legs out. He'd pay me, put them away. Wolfcat said, "Oh my word, my deaf pal contains lots of real puzzles."
Let me just go. How do I highlight it? Can I highlight it? I don't know how to. But I've said thank you so much for that. Thanks. There we go. Thanks very much.
No, that's
David's reselling journey. That's right, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it showed up as Andrews then.
No.
Did you put Andrews up as well?
Well, Andrew said he said Andrew allegedly tried to send £2, but whatever. You skinflint.
Is that to pay for the next bottle of wine you're going to drink when you come round?
Adrian says, what does £50 get? Gone very quiet.
I'll smile while I show you my leg.
Tell you what, I think we should change the show. How much money could we make?
Excuse me.
Do they allow that kind of thing on YouTube?
Can you stop trying
Live
to?
show.
Can you stop trying to?
Right. Okay.
Off? The real
Let's get
porn
back.
stars.
Let's get back. Are you ready for? Right. Are we ready for this? What's it called again? The death pile puzzle.
Oh God, you're never going to guess these. These are so hard. Are you ready? Puzzle number 1. Now you only get a couple of seconds to look at these because we can't spend forever.
So whoever gets it first.
Come on. Who's going to stick in there? What is that?
Come on. Get typing. What is it? And you've got to be close. What we might have to do is do it like 10 points, up to 10 points, but depending on how close they get.
Adrian Davis got there first.
Yeah, but
what?
Not exactly though, is it?
Yeah. That doesn't matter. You're never going to get that, are you? Now he's being bloody picky.
So who got it?
It was Adrian Davis.
There it is.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's just gone mental, the chat.
Yeah, because they've all written Worley. So Adrian Davis, according to our chat,
you were the first.
You were the first one. So well done. You get, how many points did he get? 10 points. 10 points to Adrian. Let me just, oh crap. Let me just take that off of there.
Well, tea cakes, a Gruffalo. Really? Since when was Gruffalo yellow?
Let's just see. He didn't think it was a plush, but yeah, you still got it right. I went like that to Annabelle because I said it's a plush. So I'm not, Andrew, you get really caught up on the details. I'm not bothered about that. Just tap it in. If it's close enough, you get it.
Right, are we ready for...
Are you ready for the next
item
one?
number 2.
Whoa, you're ahead of me.
Go, go. Now, this is nothing along the leg showing.
Come on. What is it? First one gets 10 points. Now, the
No.
what do you mean no? Come on. What is it?
Adrian Davies got it again.
I'm not having that
Why?
because it's the wrong type.
But you can't tell what type
Don't
it
matter.
is. No, it's just got to be what the item is.
Oh, you know what? She's soft, isn't she? So has Adrian got it again?
He has. He was the
Was
first
he definitely the
person.
first one?
Yeah, he was the first person. Adrian said, if I get any points, can I swap them for a bell body part? Don't tempt him.
There it is. Correct.
Now, he was going, you had to guess exactly what Furby it was. How are you supposed to guess exactly what Furby it is from that?
Because it
A
can
Furby
be.
looks like a Furby.
It's a Furby Boom or it's a Furby Connect.
And only somebody who knows Furbies will know that. But I will say somebody actually did put a Furby Boom, which was Nikki Irvine.
Yeah, but it's not a Furby Boom, it's a Furby Connect. Wolfcat nearly got it right.
Bluetooth
Furby Pink
Furby.
Connection.
No, a Connect.
Where?
Bluetooth Furby Pink Connect.
Yeah.
But we
Because
can't be that
Annabelle is
specific.
just going, oh yeah, let them have it.
No, we can't.
I think we need to nail this down for next time.
Andrew's put Pink Furby 2004 made by Sacred Electronics.
There it is. Adrian gets it. We'll just have him Furby because Annabelle is soft.
You're making it too difficult, Arel.
No, because it's not even worth arguing with her, is it?
You're not going to win.
You're in charge of this segment, so whatever. That's fine. So 10 points then to
KLC
Adrian.
said, I think Adrian's looking through your window.
Right, are we ready for the next one? I think this one's tricky. Come on, roll up. Have a guess. The right year. Now, I want some detail on this. I want detail on this one. Come on. Cap. How are you seeing Cap?
Oh. The first person who has got this with the detail that Chris wanted is 2 Aussie thrifters.
2 Aussie thrifters get it right. Well done. It is indeed a Sony Walkman. I wanted Sony Walkman, the 2 words, not just Walkman. That is the level of detail that I require on this. So let's just go back.
Ian said, if it's not a Capra Build-A-Bear, I'm out.
2 Aussie thrifters. There you go. So the first people to say Sony Walkman.
I'm liking it. Ali Evans, a pixelated black thing.
Minecraft. Rocket from Guardian. Oh, you are taking the mickey now. Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Broken Game Boy with an LCD pixelation issue.
Some very specific guesses.
Is this the final one for this week now?
One more to guess. One more. And we're going to keep hold of these points and roll them into next week and the week after. At some point, we'll give someone a prize.
It's called bribery, this. Keep coming back if you want to win.
Keep coming back because those points accumulate and points mean prizes.
I can't believe you just used that.
Right, are we ready for the last one? We're ready. Are we ready? We're ready. There you go. I want detail on this, people. Detail. Or you're not getting it. Come on. I'm waiting.
Seal? No, it's not a seal.
Seal? Actually, I could probably see where you're coming from with that, but no, it's not.
It's not a Build-A-Bear wearing a cap.
Ooh.
Oh, we're getting there.
No.
You're on the right line.
I want detail. Who is it?
Is that right?
Not again.
It's 2 Aussie thrifters.
Well done. It's a Sony camera. Straight from the death pile, not listed yet.
And the scores on the board for
Hang
the
on.
end of week 1.
The end of week 1. Hang on a minute. Let me just put 2 Aussie thrifters on. There we go. Sony camera. I'll have it. Maybe we need to do more than 4.
Well, we're playing out at the moment. So,
go on then.
To conclude our death pile puzzle for week 1, we have a tie at the moment between Adrian Davis and 2 Aussie thrifters with 20 points each.
Ooh. It's a fight.
Andrew says it's a stupid quiz.
It's no stupider than your quizzes, Andrew. Okay, so thanks for taking part. Let us know what you think of all these segments that we're doing, and if it's any good or not, if it's entertaining enough. We're going to come back to reselling, and we're ready for our next one. Are you ready? Here we go.
These are a few of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
So this is a few of our favorite things, and what we can do with this each week is we're going to pick out a selection of our favorite things from the week. So it might be sales, it might be pickups, it might be listings. So whatever happens in a week, if we don't buy anything, hopefully we've sold something. So there's lots of options for us. This week I'm going to show you some sales that we've done because I haven't really bought much. So before we head into that, anything interesting?
Oliver Ian said, can we get a graphic of Bully across the screen?
Bully?
Yeah,
oh, all right.
Bullseye.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I'll see if I can find one for. I need a reason to play it. But
Stephen Jackson said a tiebreaker. There's not a tiebreaker yet because we're going to roll for 4 weeks
and then do
at
something.
a go, and then at the end of the 4 weeks, whoever's got the most points. So obviously, if we've got a draw, then we'd have to do some sort of tiebreaker question, wouldn't we?
And when I say prize, I say it in a fairly loosely.
Don't be expecting anything fantastic.
Yeah. It could be as little as Annabelle getting a leg out again.
Don't even try that again.
Okay, so a few of our favorite things. So we're going to go with some sales. I've had to go back a little bit past a week because it's been a bit of a quiet week. So I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to show you some of our sales. So first one I wanted to share with you is this Hasbro Jurassic World. It's the Indominus Rex. Now these can normally go for anything from £50 upwards to 70. At the moment, the market is quite flooded on these. So you're seeing the prices going quite low on them. But this one in particular is broken. The actual mechanism works, the arms work, the lights work, and the sound works, but his tail is busted. You can see it there. Hopefully you can see it there.
He's got a stumpy.
He's got a little stump for a tail, but despite that was well described in the description, he's still sold for £33.99 and £5 postage.
Me and the dinosaur have something in common. People will both pay money to see our stumps.
Yeah. So yeah, £33.99 that sold for. I think I bought it as part of a job lot. I didn't know it was broken when I bought it. I think it owes me about £5. So I still made good money on a broken toy. And also, interestingly, with something like this, I messaged the buyer after they paid and said, you did read the description right, didn't you? Because this does have a fault. And they emailed back to say, yes, absolutely no problem. I think they said that it was for their small child who loves Jurassic Park.
I would break it anyway.
And yeah, they weren't worried about a little bit of tail being missing off it. I think it offered better value for them at £33, because to buy a complete one, you'd be looking at £50, £60 upwards.
Quite a lot. Just looking at the comments, people seem to like the quiz. A couple of people, somebody said didn't know they needed the brand, so I think we need to be a bit more specific with what we're asking when they're guessing. And the next ones, but this is a learning curve for us, so we've kind of got the idea. We'll work with it.
Is that it?
Yeah, no, people just saying that.
So the next one from our sales that we want to share with you is this G-Star Raw jacket. It's the one that I mentioned. I think I showed this on a previous show. It's the wet look jacket, and somebody told me to mention that it was wet look, and I did that. It sold. It didn't go for £49.99. It went on an offer for £44, which I was pretty happy with. Now, what I was trying to wrap my brains was what I bought it for, and I can't bloody remember, but I think it was like between £5 and £8. Yeah, it was somewhere between £5 and £8. But one of you might bloody remember, but I can't think what I paid for it. But it wasn't a huge amount. But yeah, it was a nice sale still. Shipped out a few days ago. Again, I don't do free postage, so the postage was £5.99, and it went for £44 on an offer. The next item that I want to share with you is this, and there's a little bit of a story behind this. This is a very little 70s, very little.
They can't see you.
Yeah, they can.
Can they?
Yeah. It's a 70s music gig program from a band, Ian Gillan band, and I found this in amongst a load of 70s magazines that I bought a job lot of, and the whole job lot cost me like less than £10, and I've sold loads of them already. And this was stuffed in amongst that stuff. So I fished it out, and I did a little bit of research on it. Some of the Ian Gillan stuff was selling quite well, so I had no comps to compare with. I just whacked it on at 30 quid, and within probably about 2 or 3 weeks it sold for the full £30, and it went off to the USA. So yeah, it was a brilliant sale really, because it was a freebie essentially. It came, I found it in a job lot. So just shows you, anything can blooming sell. Let's have a look. What next? Any other chit chat going on?
Tap Doctor's just thanked me for saying specific and not Pacific. So that's one of his pet hates.
So the next one is this TomTom sat nav, and I bought two sat navs at a car boot, and they cost me £1 each. And it's not normally the kind of thing that I sell, but I saw them and I thought £1 each, even if they're spares and repairs, it's got to be worth it. And this one, it actually fully worked, albeit I did get a positive feedback with a kind of a negative written in it to say that the maps weren't the right maps. But they left positive, they fully paid, they're happy. I got $69.99 back for this £1 purchase, which was brilliant, really.
So that's not the one that you sold and got sent back to you?
No, I'm going on to that here next. So hold your horses. So this one is another one. Now, there's another story behind this. And this was the other sat nav that I bought for £1. And I sold that a few weeks ago for 60 quid. But unfortunately, it got returned to me because they found some fault with the navigation on it. So basically, it was skipping about. It wasn't tracking them properly. I did test it and I didn't find that. But when I got it back, I tested it again. I went on a couple of journeys and I was finding an issue with the touch screen. It wasn't working properly. So I relisted it. I changed the description and I put on it, as you can see there, it needs some TLC and perhaps a repair. It seemed to be a fault with the touchscreen, but I didn't get £39.99, but I got an offer of £30 and I accepted that. It still only had £1 in it for me, so it was still a really good sale. And that was a few of our favourite things, our favourite sales for the week, or just over the week. Is there anything in the chat I need to be aware of?
No, just saying well done on the sales.
Yeah, Crazy Daisy, good sales. And Wolfcat, going on a couple of journeys in the UK is not a great art. You can't wind up in a totally foreign country. True.
I don't know. I've ended up in a few dodgy places, and that's following a sat nav.
Andrew is on the drinks at Meetup with all these sales. What? Oh, is that something?
Yeah, he said eBay's back on. His sales have clicked in again.
Ah, good. I had a decent weekend. I think I did 12 sales over the weekend, which is a damn sight better than the last few weeks. And I've had another 3 or 4 sales so far today, which amounts to, I don't know, about 80 quid. So not amazing, but it's ticking over.
12, 80 quid.
No, that was today.
Oh, right.
Some sales today. So things are definitely picking up, and I've not been listing because I've been that busy for the last week. I've literally not been listing much at all. I've been doing a fair bit of ending the 12 months at the 12-month point and relisting and using that as my listings. Oh, you all right?
My head hurts.
It's cold. Is it because it's cold? Or is it? Oh, you banged it, didn't you? Forgot about that.
Look at my head.
Nothing there.
I got a lump. TK said, have you tackled them cameras yet? The answer to that would be no. The furthest he's got is taking it out of the death pile to use in the death pile puzzle.
Yeah.
My hat straight now.
I've not done the cameras yet, but I'm about to go full time, and after tomorrow's my last day at my day job. After that, I'm on my own. I'm self-unemployed. So I'm going to spend an entire day on that lot of cameras and get them listed, get them tested, listed. I've been given loads of advice what to look for. I'm going to scan back through the bits of information that people have sent me, which is great. So that's another good thing, isn't it? We might be giving out bits of advice for people, but they come back with it as well, which is good.
Adrian said he's had a good weekend, 9 sales and 2 today.
That's decent. That's not bad at all. DMH Products is in. Hi, DMH Products.
Crazy Daisy likes me hat. This we actually got from when we was in New York. Where did we go? The Yankee Stadium, because it's a New York City hat, and we visited the Yankee Stadium, didn't they? And they had a selection there.
Yeah.
Of stuff.
Right,
This is my favourite hat of all time. I love it.
Wolfcat says, can I ask a question? Why are you two sitting in a cold house? Because it takes ages to warm up.
And even when it does warm up, the radiator in this room is right at the other side of the room, behind all the stock. So literally the heat just takes forever to come this way. Yeah. Which is why when it was a movie room, we very rarely chose to sit in here and watch films because it was just way too cold. So,
because this room is essentially, it used to be the garage.
Yeah.
It was converted into an extra room in this house. So it feels a bit colder than the rest of it. So it takes a while to heat up.
Yeah, normally when we come on, we've been in the house a bit longer than we had today, but literally we came from my mum's and came straight in. So we just didn't have time. And it's doing me head in. Put me out straight. I can't do it. Watch me head.
Oh, it was. Yeah. But now that you gave us that super chat, Wolfcat, I'm going to leave the heating on for an extra half an hour today.
And look who's come to join us. Come on then. Come on then.
What's this? Tat Doctor says Nick banged his head and now he's in Disneyland Paris. Oh yeah, I know he's in Disneyland.
Does that mean I get to go to Disney? I think you'd have to drop me a lot more money into that chat. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go.
David's reselling journey. Sorry, everybody. I have to go here. Thanks for sharing. Thanks so much, David, for your super chat. That was so kind. Very kind. Thank you very much. And
that'll pay for the heating for another 24 hours.
We'll see you on the next show.
Wolfcat said clad the walls with cork. To be fair, if Chris ever pops his clogs, I'm expecting to find the walls stuffed with DVDs. That's what I'm planning.
Right. I think we are ready to move on to our final section of the show.
Catan's happy now, Cookie's here.
Yay, Cookie's here. In fact, she'll help keep us warm. How warm is she? She's lovely, aren't
Because
you?
she's been wrapped in a blanket in the other room.
Lovely, aren't you, baby? You're lovely.
Wolfcat said, I thought you'd be in some problem with starting reselling full time. Not quite yet.
Not yet. Oh,
if we're still sat like this in about 3 months' time, then yeah, maybe it's because Chris is not earning enough.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about that, but you know, I'm going to work my arse off.
Oh, bless. Don't worry, we'll buy extra jumpers.
Might have to. Right, okay, let's move on.
Oh no.
So in this section, we're going to move on from a few of our favourite things to show you it's not all good.
It's not all roses, is it?
It's not all roses, and sometimes things don't work. Sometimes you get peeved off with something. You know, it's that kind of thing we're going to show you. The annoyances, the fails. So I'm going to have to screen share us again to show you a couple of things that have been annoying.
Peter said, was that Ads's voice?
No, it was mine.
It was actually, even I didn't believe him when he said it was Chris's voice.
I think I might actually have a job being a voiceover man.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I don't think so.
The next X Factor voiceover man. So yeah, the first one I picked up on was this, and it's really annoying, isn't it? You ever get that where your phone pings and you look at it and you've got a really good sale? And this was one of them occasions. I sold this vintage New York Knicks jacket. It's like a shell suit thing. And it clicked on $79.99, full price sale. And then a few hours later, they hadn't paid. And they sent me a message to say, sorry, I've changed my mind. And I'm like, oh, why? Oh, it's so annoying when that happens, isn't it? And this was one of them oh no's when it comes through. Because it does happen quite a bit. You get people cancelling. But when it's a big one like this, and it's a big sale, and people cancel, that is annoying. The second one that I'm going to show you is in the similar vein. It was this Pokemon jar with loads of little Pokemon toy figures. And again, I got a ping through, $39.99, buy it now, sale, full price. And about 5 minutes afterwards, I got a message saying, really sorry, but my child has bought this item on eBay. Can we cancel it? And of course, I cancel it. I'm not one of these that, oh no, I'm not cancelling it. You made the sale, etc. So I cancelled it. But then what you're thinking is, not only did they buy it on eBay, they managed to pay for it on PayPal as well. I mean, flipping heck. I don't have immediate payment on, so they've done two things there.
Children these days are amazing. I can guarantee that Eric,
He probably would do that, wouldn't
our 5-year-old nephew, could quite easily do that purposely.
he? Yeah. So again, it was another a decent sale, which didn't follow through. Anything?
Buckle Wise said, I've had 3 pay then cancel this month, 30p lost each time in PayPal fees.
That's the annoying thing, isn't it, as well, because you don't get every penny back. PayPal keep that little bit extra.
He said, just cancel the order and select buyer requested cancellation.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do that.
Wolfcat says, what actually happens if a buyer cancels? How do you deal with it on the eBay level? I've never had that before, but it will happen at some point.
Oh, unfortunately, it definitely will happen. So you just go into the transaction on eBay and you cancel the order and you select the appropriate reason. I think there's 3 reasons. So the one that you should try and use the most is that the buyer requested the cancellation. That means there's no ding for you as a seller. If you put the reason as is it out of stock or something? If you put the reason as being your own fault, then you'll get a ding on your account. There's another option as well, which is there is a problem with the buyer's address. If that's true, then that's also fine to select, and there'll be no problem on your account as a seller. Yeah. So that was the other. Oh no.
Crazy Daisy has put, try to super chat, keep forgetting my password, give you one next live. We really don't need.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, but it's very, very kind.
Again, ask us again in 3 months' time. We might be on our hands and knees going, please just send us money with skins.
You might not be wrong there.
Tea Cakes has put, happened to me today, 20p jumper sold for £150.
Ooh.
Just
what
came
was
back
that?
today, did not fit. Sold in 2 days, so listing for 189 this time.
That's really annoying. That's one of them oh no's, isn't it? When you get a return like that, when you think you've had a really good sale. But like what you did there, Tea Cakes, that is a tactic that I tend to use when I've had to absorb a return. I tend to list it a bit higher to try and sort of
Especially
pay
if it's sold
for it.
that quick.
And if it's sold quickly, you know that you were good on the price as well. That must have been some jumper, that.
Nutty Pro Seller said, I had the cancellation this week. eBay sent me a message saying it was purchased with unauthorised use of someone's account.
Yeah, I've had that. I've had it. eBay will cover you back on that, because sometimes if you've already shipped it and you get that message, eBay will cover you and they will honour the money for the seller. Are we?
Yeah.
Done? Okay. So the third thing, and it's the last thing that I'm going to do on an oh no, it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. And I am still having bloody trouble selling these caps. Right, I've got 2 tactics going at the moment. In fact, I've got more than 2 tactics. I've reduced the price of these caps to £5 each. But not only that, I've got multi-buy. So if somebody wants to buy 2 or 3 on.
Because you're going to want to do that.
Well, you never know. But now listen to this. This is a good one. Separate listing. I've got a bundle deal.
Ooh.
So you can buy them £5 each or £25 for 10. Now that is a bargain, and Andrew will tell you how good quality these caps are. He uses it all the time. He goes out clubbing or whatever wearing these caps. So I cannot shift these for love or money. I've got them listed on Amazon. I've got them on eBay and I've got them on Facebook, and they won't move. I've got about
biggest oh no.
Yeah, this
ever.
is the, and I blame her because she encouraged me to.
Well, this is why you don't do it
Bye.
at midnight when I just want to go to bed.
So I've got loads of these caps. So listen, I keep asking people for ideas of how to get rid of these.
Guess
Maybe
what you're
this,
getting as prizes. No one's going to play the game anymore.
this is it. This is it. the winners of the monthly prize are going to get one of these Chupa Chups caps.
Getting a Chupa Chup cap.
Whether you like it or not, it's coming your way.
T-Cake said it was a Rothmans Racewear F1 pit crew jumper. Keep an eye out for one of them.
I tell you what, though, the racing stuff, like the racing fleeces and the racing jackets, really do well. I always like to pick them up. I've seen quite a few. I've bought a few in the past, and they always command decent prices as well. So yeah.
Peter's left us. He said, "Very good live, Chris and Belle. It will be there next Monday. So if you haven't already gone,
Peter.
Bye, Peter.
Appreciate it. Thanks, mate."
Lisa Faith has said, "Does anyone have any tips on returns that have sold to Europe via GSP? What is the cheapest way to send a postage label for return?"
Ooh, let's see if the chat can answer that one.
Okay. Fill the Shelves says, "I sold a jacket on an offer for £70 and they cancelled. I then sold for 90 on Relist and it got returned. Finally sold for 125. Set every cloud."
Have you read some of these cats comments?
No.
You're not got down to it yet.
Wolfcat's got a question. "I have a question, please. I've listed 3 Heath McCabe mugs used, but cracks or chips with red and yellow sunflowers for £29.95 plus shipping. I know that a single one is sold for £12.95 including shipping. Did I ask too much?" You'll only know if you've asked too much when they don't sell. Simple as. As long as you checked your solds to begin with, but I think if one sold for £12.95, then I don't think 30 quid for 3 is too much.
And if you've got, I assume you've put best offer on there as well, Wolfcat, because you just have. If I were you, I would put best offer on everything, and see what offers come in.
Deathbag Lamb said, "I had an offer today on a £100 cashmere jumper, €44. Nah, just counter. That's what you do.
Counter it. I counter every offer, even if it's £1 for a £50 item. I always counter."
Oliver Ian says, "The world's gone mad. Why would you not buy a bundle of Chupa Chup caps? Now you've said it, Oliver. Go buy some."
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. If you don't want to super chat us, just go and buy a cap. I mean, that'd be good. Andrew wears one when he goes out on the pull.
That's after.
That might explain something. You know, Andrew's got a second date with Ali.
Ooh.
So I think you should go out, Andrew, with your cap.
Yeah.
I think it might
Matching
help.
caps will send you a second one. Andrew Davis has thrown in the towel. You don't want to play no more. Because he's in for a run and a win in it.
All right. Tommy says, Jack the promoted Sky High and Rise. I've tried the promoted on it, Tommy. It makes no bloody difference. I put a really high promotion on it. I might try it again. I might try it again and see what happens, but I have already tried the promoted listings on it.
Jasmine said, "Have you got the keyword retro rainbow in there?"
Oh, hang on. Let me go back and see what the keyword is on it. Official. Oh no, go back one because that's the bundle. Official Chupa Chups promo blue baseball hat cap snapback rainbow rare brand new with tags.
Yeah, got
so
retro in there.
Retro.
Need to get retro in there. Will you take less? Says Penny for the guy hats.
Penny for the guy hats.
Basically, they're just worth burning.
No, you can't burn them.
T-Cake says they're a bit special. They're very special. Very special.
Oh, Bookerwine's got an interesting point. The positive in not having sold anything today is that they don't have to go to the post office tomorrow.
Oh, the building behind it burnt down today, so it's a mare around that area. Come on out. Crazy Daisy, gorgeous doggy. She was so good getting a shower.
Yeah.
She hates it though.
She absolutely shivers. She's like that before you get in. She's like.
But that didn't stop her from rolling in fox food twice after that. So she got a second shower that week.
Wolfcat says sell them to Germany because they're about 20 years behind. Bonfire. There's not a lot of inspiration coming out. What I might do is I'm definitely going to put the word retro in. I don't think they really stretch to vintage, but retro, yes. And I'm going to do a higher promoted. I'll try again on it. I did do, I think, about 15% on it, but I might go even higher than that.
Oliver's backtracked. He said, being from Mank, I have far too many caps already. Whatever. You just don't want one of our amazing caps.
I know, I know.
Kiddies Nursery Sun Hat Bundle.
It's not. They're not kids' hats.
No, they're adult size.
They're adult hats.
I've just had visions then of all these little kids stood in the playground with hats that are like over their eyes because they're too big. Oh well.
Oh well, never mind.
Right. Well,
So
we've done our hour and a half. So have you done all your segments?
Yes, it's been perfect timing. We've hit an hour and a half, and let us know what you think, how this went. I know it was a bit rough around the edges while we're getting used to it.
Some bumps in the road.
But this was our pilot episode, so let us know what you think, please. Is it worthy of continuing, or should we go back to our old reseller ramblings? I think we're pretty much done. If anyone else got any questions or comments, Wolfcat says sell them at Pride events. We have already thought of that.
Well, we didn't go down to the event, but we tried to advertise them as Pride, didn't we?
Yeah.
Tap Doctor them selling a Bible online and eBay have asked for the author. God.
Yeah, what do you put for that?
God.
Who actually wrote the Bible? Who wrote it? I don't even know.
God. Crazy Day said, was it a cuppa chupper? Chuppa chup.
Chuppa chups.
Chuppa chup. The lollies.
Yeah, the little lollies.
Oh, that's how I'll sell hats. I'll sit here with a lolly going, ah, while showing a bit of leg. Would that sell me caps?
Yeah.
You didn't even hear them.
I didn't hear a word you said.
You weren't even listening to me then.
Andrew said he's live at 10 p.m, which is in 20 minutes time for an unboxing video. So if you want to, Andrew's clearly jumping on the back of.
Have we just fluffed Andrew?
Zahir fluffed us. We've fluffed Andrew. So who's Andrew fluffing? That's what I want to know.
We don't want to know who Andrew's fluffing.
I want to know.
No, we don't.
So thanks, guys, and I think we're going to wrap it up there because that hits an hour and a half, and I think the attention span sort of drops off a little bit.
And thanks for your comments because it looks like most of you have enjoyed the change up.
Good.
So we haven't ruined it too much.
No, that's great. And thanks for all your interactions. Really important. So that was Reseller World episode 1. So don't forget, when you're out at the car boots, rooting through stuff with your hands and finding stuff and tapping away listing on your computer and on your phone, that you've got the Reseller World at your fingertips.
You didn't really just say that, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Well done, great show.